it down to the Daily Dodge TV studios with Terry Bell.
So much, Jake Hayes, and welcome to Community Comment. We got a great show for you today. We're going to be spending the first half hour with Jana Stevens and Kathy Kramer of the Beaver Dam Recreation Department. And then after the news at 10:30, Nick Smith will come in from the Beaver Dam Fire Department to talk about staying safe. But first of all, welcome to Kathy and Jana. Welcome to Community Comments.
Thank you, Terry.
Thanks, Terry.
Absolutely. So we have a big event coming up later in January. We're feeling a little cooped up, perhaps. The weather's been nice the last couple of days, but we have a lot of winter left to go, and we have a great way to celebrate the season and maybe get out of the house for a day.
You bet, Terry. Cabin Fever Fest. I'm so excited. This is my first year sort of being part of the fray, but it's not my first year as an attendee. And there's always, winter is long. January feels the longest. And so something to do to get out, get some exercise, do some activities, engage with community. Cabin Fever Fest is a great time. So we have lots and lots of different things planned. And this isn't an all-inclusive list. I'm just sort of hitting the high points. One of the high points is going to be the vendor market at the Watermark. It's going to be from 9 to 2 p.m. And we have vendors that are going to be there, your favorites like Watkins, Tupperware, Mary Kay, Scentsy, Labrie, and Pampered Chef. Then we have some really fun community partners who are going to be there. Art on the Town. They're going to actually have a booth there, sharing information about the classes that they have, as well as selling some different wares that they have. And we have Susan Bauman from Mind Body OT. She's going to be there, as well as Amy Friedel, one of our instructors. We'll talk more about her later, talking about Strong Girls Travel. So those folks will have booths there so that you can connect with them. We have different crafters and artisans. So Dot by Dot Designs will be there. Madison's Crafts and Fabric do 3D printed little cool tchotchkes, fidgets. PS Photography. They're new to us this year. They're going to be doing pop-up portraits.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So not only can you buy different artwork from them, but you can also have your portrait done just right there on the spot.
Oh, wow.
We're going to have a lot of crocheted items. We have somebody who's got wood-turned items. And we've got an artist who does pour painting, welcome signs, a lot of the cool art and crafts that you would regularly find at this type of an event. But we also have more. Okay. We have someone who would offering clay jewelry, skin and hair products, CBD items, and then we have somebody who has crystals and some metaphysical information and wares. And then we have folks who have food.
Oh,
we
nice.
have the American Legion Auxiliary. They're a staple there. They always have delicious plated meals for about $6, something like sloppy joes or pulled meat of some variety, hot dogs. It's always delicious. They always give us a great spread. Jana had nachos at Fall Downtown Fest for breakfast. Had them for breakfast.
Oh, I can see that.
It was pretty. It was,
Yeah.
new, exciting, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm reining things in now after the holidays, but I am gearing up and making my plans for all the delicious offerings throughout the day.
Anything in moderation, right? If you want
That's
nachos
right.
for breakfast, I'm not judging you.
That's right.
We also have people who will be selling candy, sourdough, baked goods, jams, cookie kits. So, it's not going to be a place that you need to go hungry.
And the food is at the Watermark, too?
Food is at the Watermark, too.
Okay. There are other kinds of outdoor recreation happening with Cabin Fever Fest.
Yeah, there's lots of events that are going to be going on, both at Tahoe Park, at Crystal Lake Park, downtown, around town. We've got Puzzle Palooza that is happening at the Watermark. That's a very fun 500-piece puzzling contest for teams to participate in. That'll be at the Watermark at 9:30, and at noon there's different sessions depending on how many people you have on your team. We have the chamber is having a Magic the Gathering tournament.
Oh, sure.
That's starting at 11 o'clock, so you can learn to play, and then they've got tournament play from 12 o'clock on. Trinity United Methodist is taking the chili and soup cook-off this year. That's going to be delicious. And then Art on the Town is going to do raku pottery firing. And that will be exceptionally fun and exciting. It all happens outside. It gets the pottery very hot. And then there's different earthy pieces that you can include on the pottery that then melt and make it a really cool, interesting glaze.
Okay. So to be overly general, it sounds like the indoor events are happening at the Watermark, and the outdoor events are happening at different parks around town. Might be a good idea to check your Facebook page or your website to know for sure when and where outdoor things are happening.
Yep, absolutely. All of the partners who are participating, including the library and Noble Clinics, UGA and PAVE are going to be doing a fundraiser. There's all kinds of activities with partners that are going to be happening around town, and we'll have those as event co-partners, and we'll have information. We have a hashtag, Cabin Fever Fest BD, and so you can always check there for amazing photos from the event. And I think it's going to be super fun. There's still time if you'd like to participate and you'd like to partner and you have a great idea for an activity, you can just reach out to me.
All right, very good. We need to take a quick break here, but there's so much more to talk about, and we'll be right back to do that. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
here is more community comment with Terry Bell.
Thank you so much, Jake. Look forward to hearing from that caller, perhaps. We're talking to Jana Stevens and Katie Kramer of the Beaver Dam Recreation Department. If you have any questions or comments, we do invite you to join us at 920-887-8585, or you can call the studio line here at WBEV 885-4446. Cabin Fever Fest coming up. That's on Saturday, January 31st. We wanted to be sure people knew that.
Yes, sir.
And times? Anywhere from things get going at 9 in the morning and they go until 2 in the afternoon.
2-ish in the afternoon. There's some activities that happen at night. There's a couple live music opportunities. It's going to be a great day.
Okay. Well, that doesn't mean just because this is on January 31st doesn't mean that the Recreation Department doesn't have a lot of other things to offer throughout the month of January.
That is right. January is a great time to get involved at the Watermark and with the Recreation Department. We have lots of fitness classes to choose from, everything from active adult exercise to yoga and line dancing, tai chi. We have a variety of offerings for people of all adults of all ages and interests. So the best way to find out about those classes is in our Community Center Courier. Or on the city website under the Recreation Department page. We welcome people to come and check out the classes, talk to staff if they're not sure which class is the best fit for them. We have a fitness class that fits a lot of ages and abilities. We also have the Watermark Walkway, which is free to city residents. They can come in a nice climate-controlled environment anytime Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., get their steps in during the winter time. And like I said, it's free for city residents. People who live outside the city just need to pay a $25 non-resident fee, and they are good for the entire year to use the walkway and also participate in some of our other free and ongoing programs.
Very good. We do have a caller on line one. Caller, you're on Community Comment. Thanks for being with us.
Okay, I have a question for you girls. I heard you say something about the chili and soup cook-off, and I was wondering if that's open to the public to enter.
Yes, sir.
And if it is, how do we do that?
That will take place at Trinity United Methodist Church, and Kelly McMillan will be your contact there. She and Janine Haas will have all of the registration information for you. And so, yes, the public is absolutely encouraged to attend and participate.
Okay, and then where is this church located?
It's on Oneida Street. It's on the corner of Center and Oneida in Beaver Dam.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope to see you there.
Thank you so much, caller. And we invite anybody to come join us on the phone or by text, 920-887-8585, or the studio line at 885-4446. So what else is happening in January?
So, of course, we have lots of other ongoing activities. We have our Scrabble group that meets on Fridays. They meet weekly. We have several card groups from Bridge, Euchre, Sheep's Head, and Diamond Jacks and Five Crowns. We have a new program on Thursday afternoons. It's called Get Your Game On. They play a variety of card games, board games, and dice, like Yahtzee. So they just started on Thursday last week and had a great time and are welcoming to adults of all ages to participate in that program. But in addition to that, we have book club, quilting, our hooks and needles, crochet and knitting group, Wii bowling, wood burning and wood carving, and lots more ongoing programs at the Watermark. And as I mentioned before, a great way to find out more of the details is to check out the Community Center Courier, and that can be found at the Watermark, the library, City Hall, around several businesses in the community, the market, Piggly Wiggly, And we would welcome any questions or people to just stop in and check things out.
How often does the courier come out?
We publish it every other month. So right now, the January, February courier is out, and all the activities that we have in January and February are in there. And then we also kind of project out to other months like March. We go out a little ways depending on what the activities are and how much space we have.
Of course. Well, what else do we have to look forward to in January?
Hey, for adults, we have a new, brand spanking new program called Shut Up and Write. If your New Year's resolution was to get your thoughts on paper, to write a novel, or to just put your memoir or learn how to journal better, this is facilitated, but it's not reviewed. The facilitator just provides a safe, quiet place for you to sit and write. There's 2 sessions, one on Wednesdays from 6 to 7:30, and one on Thursdays from 1 to 2:30. That's at the Watermark. Amy Friedel is the facilitator. This only happens Beaver Dam, 3 spots in Madison and 1 spot in Milwaukee. So we're kind of trailblazers that way.
Yeah, no, that's a great opportunity. Tax season is coming up, and I think it's great. People have a certain notion of what the recreation department has to offer, but you are giving people, especially retired folks, a chance to get some help with their taxes.
Right.
Yeah.
We have, I believe it's 8 or 9 volunteers who will be preparing taxes for us this year. They do it on a purely volunteer basis. It's through the AARP Tax Foundation. We've been offering this service for many, many years, countless years. And it is a service that is for people of all ages. So anyone who needs to get their taxes done, and they have to qualify. They're simpler taxes, homestead, those types of things. So it's a great service, and we will be making appointments beginning January 22nd. So anybody out there listening, don't call now because we're not taking appointments yet, but beginning January 22nd, we will be taking appointments. You just need to call the Watermark on Thursdays and Fridays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. to make an appointment. We have volunteers who are specifically trained who will be making those appointments. So, you might say, well, you're open Monday through Friday. Why are you only taking appointments during that time? It's because we have people who are specifically trained and making those appointments. And then we will also be providing the service during that same time. Beginning February 5th is when we actually will be scheduling appointments. So February 5th through April 10th will be when the appointments happen, and we do recommend people to make their appointments as soon as possible.
And if I'm understanding correctly, this is for people whose taxes are fairly simple and straightforward. If you have a lot of itemized deductions, maybe this is not for you.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All
Yeah.
right.
And we do have more detailed information. As I mentioned before, the Courier is a great source of information. It has more detail and guidelines, kind of guidance for people to give them an idea of whether this is a good fit for them or not. So they can come and get a copy of the Courier anytime and to take a look at what it all entails, and then begin making appointments on January 22nd.
Okay. We have just a minute or so left, but we wanted to at least quickly mention that you've got some really exciting trips coming up.
We do. We are doing several extended trips in 2026 and 2027. Switzerland, Croatia, Japan, New Zealand, several trips abroad, as well as Albuquerque and Santa Fe and Maine in the United States. All the details are at the Watermark and on our website, and we are super excited to work with our partners Colette, Mayflower, and Premier World Discovery Tours on those. We also have day trips for people who want to stick a little bit closer to home, And that right now we have 2 Brewers trips and a fall celebration bell cruise planned, and other trips are in the works.
Very good. And I guess there's more information about that in the Courier as well.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Yeah.
We need to take a quick break from the news. We want to thank Jana Stevens and Katie Kramer from the Recreation Department of Beaver Dam for joining us today. And when we come back, we'll talk to Nick Smith of the Beaver Dam Fire Department about staying safe out on the ice on the lakes. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
comment, and we have a situation to update on. We will do that in just a second. Before we do that, of course, wanted to remind you that Community Comment is brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, and they are in their third week of the going out of business sale. If you've been waiting to shop at McKinstry's, don't procrastinate much longer. The retirement and going out of business sale continues with 70% off of list prices. Store-wide, folks. Everything is marked to go, and once the inventory is cleared, McKinstry's will close its doors. Shop Thursday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located in downtown Beaver Dam. Thank you to the entire McKinstry's Home Furnishings team for 167 years of incredible service and generosity to our area. And now, without further ado, to update the situation for today's community comment, here's Terry Bell.
Thank you so much, Jake Hayes. We were expecting to have Nick Smith of the Beaver Dam Fire Department join us for the second half of the program to talk about staying safe on the lake ice. I imagine being a firefighter, perhaps Nick had to respond to an emergency at very short notice. So we do definitely plan and hope to have Nick on with us very soon to talk about all kinds of ways that the fire department helps keep us safe and healthy in Beaver Dam. So with that, will be a wrap for today's edition of Community Comment. We want to thank you so much for joining us, and we invite you to join us tomorrow at 10 o'clock right here on Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.